DreamWalker, Rot-ting witch, intuition. Oh my. Hey fam, how y'all doing today? Alright, so I do want to reiterate, I am accepting blessings, Cashapp, hashtag ladybossaccessory, or via PayPal, ladybossaccessory@gmail.com. So, again, DreamWalker, Rot-ting witch, intuition. Oh my. Let's get into this, okay? All of this is stemming from a dream. Man, when I tell you, it was bad enough. I was up here at 1 a.m. Giving a warning, and now I'm back from this weird, crazy dream. But this is a message in the making because I have been dreaming along these lines for a while now, and I knew eventually I was going to have to, bring it out. I just didn't know it was going to be today. So, dreamwalkers. This is my term for them. I don't know if there's an actual term for them, so if somebody knows of the actual term for this, if there is, let me know. I've been dream walking since I was a kid, since I can remember. I just didn't call it dream walking then. Actually, I had no name for it whatsoever until others started dream walking in my dreams with me. Yeah. So, what are dream walkers? Dream walkers are individuals who have the ability, it's kind of like astral projection, but not. They have the ability to actually project themselves into someone else's dreams. And the reason why I'm bringing it out today is because there are individuals that are dream walking against spiritual law. They are projecting themselves in other people's dreams to affect their conscious by way of the subconscious mind. They are going into people's subconscious and manipulating their subconscious mind to affect their decision making, to confuse them, to distract them. They are planting or implanting subliminal messages that when they are in their awakened state, when their mind is conscious, these things come up. There's always a trigger. There's always a trigger in place. So when these things are triggered, what was manipulated, what was implanted, it goes into effect. Okay, so this is some high level sorcery, warlock, I don't know what you want to call it. But these are people who have perfected their craft. So people go to them, they pay them, and they say, I want this person to, say it's a love spell, but it's a love spell on 10. Okay, this is a love spell times 100. I want this person to love me. I want them to think of nothing but me. I want whatever. This literally is someone affecting another's free will. You can't do that. You can't do that. So when it began to happen to me, I began to awaken further in the dream state. I began to awaken to some of the gifts that were lying dormant because they weren't being utilized. Hell, some of them weren't even needed. I got a new sword, y'all. Anyway, I kind of alluded to it on one of my earlier videos talking about spiritual, I called it grape, so I wouldn't be flagged. Spiritual grape. Well, I gained a new sword during that time of my ascension. Yeah, because I was in the spirit realm chopping off body parts because people thought it not robbery to grate someone who seemingly wasn't protected. Anyway, back to the dreamwalkers. Dreamwalkers are able to walk in that dream realm. Okay, they're able to go in and shift the realms, shift atmospheres, shift things to come. Most dreamwalkers are visionaries, so they are like master manifestors, those in the upright anyway. So dreamwalkers that are upright, that are working for the Most High, they're master manifestors. A lot of earth angels, master manifestors. These are people who are sent with a contract. They are sent, and this contract gives them the ability to dream up a scenario, a situation where they walked into a situation and everybody was down bad. There was no joy, there was no laughter, but they're able to go and affect that particular area, that region that they're assigned to, and implement joy, implement happiness, the small things, appreciation, understanding, gratitude. They're able to implement those things. But in the reverse, yeah, somebody goes into an actual person's dreams to implement someone else's will on top of, yeah, that's a no-no. So that's dreamwalkers. We got a Rot-ting witch. Rot-ting, not rotten, Rot-ting. I was dreaming of this witch, and literally in the dream I could smell her. She's rotting. She stank. She is rotting from all of the curses, the hexes, the beauty spells. Man, when I tell you, this witch hair is still there, but the scalp is full of sores and infected. It stinks, and I smelled it in the dream. I had to wake up and I cleanse my nose out, because when I awoke, it was still in my nostrils. You ever smelled an infected sore, or had a rising or an abscess, and that pus and stuff come out? I know this is nasty, y'all, I'm sorry, but I just had to give you a visual of what I smelled on this witch. We have a Rot-ting witch. Now, whether or not this witch was the dreamwalker, I don't even know. It was like that scene from the dreamwalker shifted to this Rot-ting witch, and I was like, So yeah, we got a Rot-ting witch. The spells that were cast, again, y'all do your research, know who you're messing with. Everything that witch threw out, either by way of running their mouth, putting their mouth on an earth angel, by way of actually casting spells to the moon, to the sun, upon the stars, on an earth angel, a divine feminine, a divine masculine. Yeah, she getting that back times 100, and she ain't looking too good at all, at all. So then we got intuition, okay? Oh my. Because of all of this, because of the dream walking, because of the spells, I'm talking about left and right, because the witch is not the only one throwing spells at the collective. Intuition has been bumped up, okay? If you have never felt ascension symptoms, or you just had no clue what ascension symptoms were or are, they look a little something like freezing and it's 100 damn degrees outside, but you sitting here wrapped up because you got so much energy coming into your body from the north, the south, the east, and the west. You're ascending. Or you called your power back, you called your energy back, and everything is returning. And you are again ascending because you've overcome. Every time you overcome, you ascend. So with the ascension, you get an increase in your discernment, in your intuition, by way of ranking. So the more these witches, warlocks, dreamwalkers, the more they do, the more they throw at you, the higher you climb. They already mad because you outranked them. Now you outranking their whole covenant. Make it make sense. I'm just saying. That's it. That's all for now.